Troll Lord Games. Join the fray.
How is everybody?
This is for a six-family
Can you
house.
guys hear me on stream?
How is everybody? It's just her now.
Can you guys hear me on stream?
Hey, we are live apparently,
Yeah, we're live.
but we're all muted.
No, we're not all muted. They can hear us. Yeah. Can you hear me though?
Chuck's saying stuff, but we don't know what he's
Right,
saying.
they can't hear me, but can you guys hear me? That's all that matters. If you guys can hear me, okay,
Like, maybe
let's
I can hear
talk
him
shit
today.
about him real quick. No, I'm joking.
He's really angry. Look at him.
I'm not angry.
He's
Oh,
gesticulating
Chuck-
wildly.
Chuck can be heard, but the rest of us can't.
Oh, that's
Oh.
interesting. Should we
Wait,
log
wait.
out
No,
and
no,
log
no,
back
no,
in?
no, 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 no,
I
no.
think we're
Can
all-
you
We're
hear?
on, like,
Can you
different
hear?
audio channels.
No, wait. Can they
He
hear you?
said,
Oh my god.
no, don't fly a cat over.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
I'm
you can hear
reading
us
his
all.
lips. I
They're
can read
wild.
lips.
Hello?
He's saying, I have
Christ.
a stray dog hanging from my
God.
porch.
I'm getting
Oh
drunk.
my God,
Fix it.
I killed it.
You're fine. They can hear you.
I
You're
just
And
good.
he's
Taco
happy
Bell ad.
about it.
We can't hear you, Chuck.
I'll fix me. You talk. Go
He
ahead
has
and talk.
laryngitis. He's talking
Real
with
quick,
his hands.
so they can
He's
get their
learning
shit done.
finger-
I'm Chuck
what's the
Cumbo,
finger
Community Director
learning?
for Troll Lord Games.
What's that?
Sign
language.
There's some
language.
kind of bullshit going on my I'll have to fix it. You know how this shit
The
goes. There's no
finger-
warning,
finger
right?
speed.
Yeah,
Anyways,
finger
we're
language.
doing a giveaway.
You remember that
If you'd like to, holy shit. They're, you know
in
what?
South Africa? It's
They're
been
not
a
gonna- they're gonna
decade
talk
or
over
two
top
now.
of me,
It's
so
been a
watch
long
this
time
shit,
ago. The
guys.
president or someone
this
was
shit.
giving a
You're gonna like it.
speech.
Chuck, we can't.
Now, I've muted them all so you can hear me, okay, over their voices. So real quick, this is what we're going to do. All right, we're going to do a giveaway. If you're on another platform besides Twitch, come over here to twitch.tv/TrollLordGames and you can enter in to win exclamation point raffle after following us. There is a link for you guys that can look at on the if you're across on that. And then I'll bring these guys back to Jabber while I fix my audio, okay? Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Okay, they're now unmuted and they should be able to talk. Go ahead, Steve. Talk. Go talk so I can fix this.
We can
Jesus.
talk now. It's-
Yes.
Yeah. We're on.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess the deal is Chuck is just out of the stream. He will.
No, he said he's fixing it. He said he's
Yeah,
fixing
well,
it.
when he gets it fixed, he'll let us know.
I have no idea
So
why it's not
It's the
fucking
three
working.
of us until Chuck figures that out.
But yes, Davis, I have seen it. They got it was like Nelson Mandela's
They
funeral or
hear
something
me. They
crazy
don't hear me,
important.
so it has to be
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
And they got this guy to do sign language for the television broadcast, but he lied. He didn't
Hello?
speak any sign language. So he's just
Hello?
gesticulating wildly, doing
Oh.
nonsense.
He's
On
Oh,
national
wait.
television.
Hold up.
doing
There it
it.
is. I think this is it. Oh, can you hear me now?
Hey, we can hear you.
So it's got two versions of my mic in here all of a sudden. Who knows? I have no idea.
So Jeremy, that guy worked for Troll Lord Games. Is that the?
Yes, he did.
He was one of our people. Well, how is everybody doing today? It is. I don't know what today is. It's something. It's a Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
18.
The weekly roundup. That's what we call this stream.
That's right.
We're missing Jason and Peter and
They're all
Grace
busy.
and
They're crazy busy right now.
Well,
everybody's crazy busy these days, which is good. It's good to be busy as opposed to, I did see someone bought me I'm sure it was Lando.
I'm assuming we're not going to talk about why.
So
Mm-mm.
a few comments from the a few comments about that, and then we'll talk about what we're going to talk about tonight. So first up, Manfred Von Beck says Gardner Fox's 5 Kothar novels are in a set of megapacks on Amazon for Kindle. 99
My
cents
secret
each.
has been spoiled.
It has been spoiled finally.
I've stolen my username from a series of pulp
There-
novels.
It happens. The community will find out about all of us eventually. That's just how it works, right?
No, those books are all right. I mean, they're not art or anything, but I mean, Gardner Fox, he created the Green Lantern, so like.
Oh, okay.
Is that this guy on my wall? Did the original Green Lantern?
No, I'm sorry.
With no black cloth behind it. Damn it, Steve. One
No,
job.
not that guy. The guy above that guy, right there.
He's out of the frame.
Yeah, he's out of the frame.
Yes.
We don't see him.
No,
Your camera's
Gardner
not
Fox.
adjusted.
Hold on.
What is he up to? I thought he was talking about the guy on the wall, the green dude. You know.
I'm sorry. He did not create the Green Lantern.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
He created the Flash, Hawkman, Dr. Fate, the Atom.
I can't remember his name. The guy who did the original Green Lantern, whose weakness was not yellow, it was wood, which was interestingly. But when I met them at Dragon Con. He and his wife years ago, 2 little bitty people, and they were just constantly yelling at each other the whole time. It was really funny. I enjoyed it. They were just a couple of old people from New York, hooting and hollering.
hey, wait. Who's from Seville?
Yeah,
With
that's
the
the other
pina
thing. Dan
colada.
Delgado's down there. He's got a pina colada or something going on.
Hey,
I couldn't read it all.
Chuck,
Yeah.
Chuck, turn your mic down just a smidge.
For you guys,
Yeah.
okay, I can do that.
You can turn. We can turn down his mic on our end.
Yeah, you can.
If you mouse over his thing, there's a little
Whoa, easy.
speech.
There, I cut him in half.
Yeah, that way you
Heck
can
yeah.
customize it to what you like.
Perfect.
Is it fixed now? Is that better? Oh, sorry.
Anyway, yeah, Gardner Fox. Very. You can tell he's having fun writing. I don't think he cares about the quality.
Wait, you can hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I don't have a speaker.
Well, you don't.
This just dawned on you.
I want Davis to go on tour someday. That's what I want.
Davis, you speak through a microphone.
What? I don't have a microphone.
There may be a mic in your webcam.
Somewhere in your house, there's one going
Yes,
on.
Ben Adams. It is a well-oiled machine. You can tell we're brand new to Twitch. We've never done this before. We're just.
This is our
learning the
first
ropes.
ever stream. Yeah.
That's right.
Dude, I've had that little microphone sitting on my desk for freaking ever.
You probably have one in your monitor.
Anyway, all right. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
now we can
so
see your keyboard, Davis.
I have
Oh,
put up
great.
today's topic
I
for
can
us.
see all the.
We're going to attempt to talk about house rules in a little bit. So I want you guys to start putting in the chat, what's your very favorite house rule that you use at your table if you run a game? If you're a player and you don't run games, what is your favorite house rule that your GM uses? Really curious to hear about what you guys got to say about that. Really curious. Especially these guys here. But we'll find out about them in a little bit. All right? I feel the same way every time I play in Zoom or Discord. Yeah, I hear you on that one.
You got to allot an extra 5 minutes on either end just to figure out what's
Technology, I love technology. Said me 10 years ago.
happening.
Yeah, I think the technology has reached a point where it's become
Yeah.
It's not convenient any longer.
no, not convenient. No.
It's not.
I think there was a brief 37 minutes about 3 years ago.
Yes, I love it. Yes, yes.
I actually
It was the jump. It was the jump from typewriter to word processing. That was it.
So
Oh,
from
backspace?
word perfect to word, that's right there is what it was.
I'm going back to Word Perfect soon.
Dude,
Let's-
I actually mailed in a bill today.
Good job.
Did you know
Wait, there's mail still?
that if you get a bill from the electric company and they call you for collection and you say it's in the mail, they legally cannot turn off your power.
Oh.
Really?
Even
Yes.
if you haven't mailed it, they
Yeah.
cannot turn off your power.
There's
It's-
people who do
Can you-
that. They keep their
Yes,
power.
How
there
long
are.
can you keep that up, you think?
There was a
forever.
guy who did it for 30 years.
Yeah.
You no way.
No, they
No,
don't
yeah,
check it because they're not allowed to because it's a safety thing.
Yeah, it's the law.
Saying.
No, I'm not saying do
Davis.
that, but
Yeah, he's not saying you should do it. We're not
There's probably
saying
a
that.
lot of minutia to that I didn't get into.
Yeah.
That you need to know.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Before you just stop paying your bills.
One,
Right.
I pinned it to the channel, but basically, what's your favorite house rule, whether you're a player or a GM? Let's see.
It's in the mail is now my favorite house rule.
It's ironic because it's about a house.
Manfred says shields will be shattered. Break your shield to cancel a critical hit. Oh, I
That's a
like
great
that.
rule.
Oh, that's a
I'm
really
writing that
good
one
rule.
down. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
That is
Wow,
a
that's great.
freaking great rule.
Suddenly shields have functionality.
Yes.
That
the
is
problem with shields is it
fantastic.
just gives you a
I like
flat
that. See,
bonus.
this is my evil plan: is we're going to get some cool shit off y'all tonight, the viewers. That's what our plan is.
That is actually a really that's a freaking good rule.
If only we would have thought of that when we were writing 400 pages of weapons.
12,000.
They don't even know the half of it. But anyway, Bake Sauce says, when I run Traveler, I house rule infinite ship fuel because it's too complicated to track it all the damn time. Yeah, resource management is a big one, man. I'm telling you. I don't track food or water unless there's a reason why they would have to, like desert, underground with nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because here's the thing, and this is what I tell my players all the time. If it's an issue about food or water, you've also got your party adventurers who will be sleeping while you watch. Dude, there's food right there waiting for you. If you get that bad off, you've got party members. That's all I'm saying. I've seen it happen. Let's. What else we got going on here? Let's see.
We do not support stealing from fellow party members except on those occasions when it's necessary or you just feel like doing it.
Right,
You wanna
like eating them, right? Right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how. We'll find out. Actually, I'm going to ask these guys right now. That's a really good question. I want to ask these four here, or these three. Wait. So we'll start with Jeremy. Jeremy, how do you handle party treasury dividing it up? How do you handle that? Distribution of treasure. How do you do it?
I let them fight it out.
You let them fight it out. Okay.
Well, I mean, if they're going to fight, then they're going to fight. I just let them handle it.
Okay.
I have no hand in that. I do not care.
Okay.
If it's a source of drama, great. Like if I give them an item that two of them want, they're gonna have to figure it out because they're not gonna get to split it. And ultimately, you're not taking home the +1 sword, so who really cares?
Right.
You don't get to take it home with you. That's all their domain.
Okay. How about you, Davis?
Their domain, all of it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. When they find something, that's it. That's on them. And I've had people they'll open the chest and try to sneak stuff, you know, before.
Yeah, I'll let them do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's on them. On me.
Yeah.
How about you, Steve?
I will.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm the same way. I don't have nothing to do with their disbursement of treasure.
So, but what if it causes? My issue is what if it comes into a fight at your table?
That's correct.
Like a physical.
Is it a fight between the players or the characters?
No. The players get upset and they're arguing about it. Do you ever run into that?
Well,
Then they're not mature enough to play at my table.
Yeah.
Well, now hold on. You know how it is with humans. Yeah, come on now. You know.
Well,
No, I
yeah.
hand out brass knuckles in that case and tell them to take it into the backyard.
Welcome everyone. Here's the arena. You know.
It's the fight card.
I will say I have been at tables where the random treasure will have like very meticulously thought out items for each member of the party.
Yep.
Where they're like super themed. And I'm like, okay.
That's where
I
the
don't feel like
problem
I've
comes.
Well,
Sorry.
I feel like I haven't discovered something really useful to me. I feel like
Right.
I was given something because, well, he needs something. And that's much less special.
Yeah.
Well,
Right,
and I'll tell you, you do that, you're asking for trouble because all it takes is one dude who doesn't need it and it's not for him, and he takes it. It's his. Then you've got.
I would do that all the time.
Oh, you're a thief.
When that
You
was
shouldn't be using
happening, I would
that,
just
you
take
know.
other people's stuff.
So
And they'd be like, you can't use that. I'm like, I don't care.
I don't care.
Like,
It
I don't have
says,
the ability to use this item. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah. Well, let me go
Also,
back.
when creating treasure too, I give no thought to the characters. I don't care. Okay, the treasure
Well,
is
right.
created. Yeah, the treasure is created out of the events that are happening, right?
or have happened in the past before they showed
Or have
up there.
happened in the past. I don't
Yeah.
care what class they're playing or anything like that. The
Right.
treasure is the treasure that's derived outside of that.
You know, I like that. I don't do that. I don't spend a lot of time, but I do sometimes try to find stuff that would fit well with the group. I won't deny that, but I
Yeah.
kind of see what you're saying and why you say it. But honestly, in the spirit of the way the siege engine works, that's perfect. You know, it should be.
Yeah.
Right? Lando says, I track resources, especially on Wilderness Dungeon Adventures, running CNC Greyhawk Barrow Maze session 36 tonight. Nice, man. Good job. Scottish Jeff says, in one game, another player found armor my character could use, and they couldn't. They sold it instead of giving it to me. I mean, like Jeremy said, it happens, right? But let's see. Dan says, we used to have.
Your character doesn't have the rational ability to approach that other person and say, I will buy it from you. I can't help you.
Right, exactly. Unless you're just like well, that wouldn't matter either. Dan DeGaudio says, we used to have adventuring contracts back in the day. Interesting. Where it worked out in character. Over the years, the group got more like a game, and the fair splitting wasn't as fun as negotiating and conniving. Oh, I bet. I bet so. Huh.
That's a bit in The Hobbit, isn't it? Where they have Bilbo sign a contract that says he gets exactly one fraction of any treasure, 1/14 of any treasure found. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, saying all that, should the characters come up with something like that, or you create an environment wherein they are actual treasure hunters? That's it. You're not going on adventures to be heroes. You're going to go rob graves, loot someone's house. That's your goal. That's your end goal.
That's usually how my games wind up.
Right. Yeah. So then, how that treasure gets split up, could be rather contentious. And then you throw into the mix like most thieves. Say you rob a mansion or something like that. Well, you got to sell this stuff. You can't just walk down to the market and sell a silver candelabra, right? You got to have a fence. You got to have someone who knows how to sell it, where to sell it, or take it to a different city to sell it, right? And you get all the thieves guilds involved, the people taking their little cut out of it. You could create some really, or I have in the past, created some really cool situations.
Yeah. Well, and segueing into that, Varsuk says, I like tracking light because it makes for interesting decisions and situations and trade-offs. Yes. I do. I love the idea of them running out of light in a dungeon. It just thrills the shit out of me. I love it.
So
that group that Jeremy's in on Saturday, they seriously are watching their torches hard in that group. Like seriously hard about it.
Yeah. The single greatest house rule that you can have. And it's extremely minor in what it does practically, but it completely transforms how they play the game. Get rid of any special vision. No twilight vision, no dusk vision, no dark vision.
Yeah.
Everybody can see exactly the same way. And when you go underground, it's really scary. Because when I run out of torches, I am lost in a cave 500 feet underground. I'm going to die. And the exercise of dungeoneering is way more tense.
This reminds me of I'm reading Warlord of Mars right now by Gross Burroughs, and John Carter just got through sacking the Isis temple, and he was tracking this guy underground with no light, just filling for like miles, and then he had to go into water blind.
Oh, and he's in a boat. Yeah,
that flooded. He was in that flooded chamber. Yeah. He was going through the water up to his neck, blind. No, couldn't see nothing. Yeah. That's terrifying if you think about it, man. You know. Anyway.
Yeah, no, and even with light in dungeons, if you have a lantern and stuff like that, you know all the shadows that it creates, and like, I don't know. I think the light source is a really good one.
Yeah, and then also you take away the special vision for player character races only. All the monsters can still see in the dark.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Manfred says he just got rid of them because he was tired of dealing with it. It's easy, you know. And I never thought about that. Yeah. That's a crazy one. I'm gonna put that one down. Vision. That's an interesting one. You know, that's really interesting. Let's see some more comments. DM John says first level equals max hit points. Second level, roll 2 dice, take the highest with a minimum of 50% plus 1. Third level, roll the dice, take highest. Fourth and beyond is standard. So you give them a lot more padding.
So they have weighted hit points.
Yeah, early on. I see. Versus like I was talking to a lady today. I went to Carver this morning. There was a coffee shop next door, and I went and seen her. They have like a little gaming coffee shop there. I shouldn't say little; it's quite big. In fact, I'm trying to hit them up for us. But anyway, that's a different story. But they were talking in there about that, and they, I don't know, they're the same way, you know. So, but yeah, padded hit points is good. I think that's an interesting to use. A lot of times, especially with new players. That's what we were talking with her. They've never played CNC before. They played a little bit of D&D. Oddly enough, they played a lot of Warhammer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they're not. They're like just regular. They're not like I would never have guessed them as being gamers. Let's put it that way. They didn't have any nerdy clothing on. Let's see. Alexandria RPG says if they argue, it is a chance for them to learn about conflict resolution or how to fight in real life. And you're absolutely correct about that. About that. That's a good lesson. Let's see. So, what is one of your favorite house rules, Jeremy?
Favorite?
Yeah, that you like to you like to use.
So this almost never comes up, like ever. However, at my table, I will allow one person at the table to play a monster. One.
Really?
Almost no one ever takes me up on that. But if people want to play monsters, only one of them gets to do it. Because the fact that you're being a monster is your thing. And if there's two monsters in the group, that's weird. It's like because in Star Wars, Chewbacca is a monster, right? And he doesn't pose any significant problem for the group. I mean, yeah, they kind of got to plan around him, like, oh, we're trading the Death Star, and there's no way this guy's going to blend in. We got to dress him up as a prisoner, whatever, stuff like that.
Right.
And that can create for unusual scenarios that you might not have to build around otherwise. So I'm pro monster, but only one.
Only one. That's interesting.
Only one.
Now I have
the same rule for evil. I have the same rule for evil characters. There can be one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting as well. Okay, okay. We had a game the other night. I was over on Jay Lord December's channel the other night playing, and when he did his 3-hour stream, and they Courtney, Coco Bane that plays on our Saturday game with you, Jeremy. At the end of the game, the last little bit we was left, she stole everybody's treasure and left. We never had a clue she was evil the whole time. Never sweet, and then she just took it all. We were like, what? So
yeah. Well, the thing with evil characters is that they can't be like violent, homicidal maniacs. They have to have goals that align with yours in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, there's just no way that it makes sense unless they're like a secret asshole and they've like infiltrated your group and they're spying on you or something and they're like behind the scenes.
I did get cajoled into playing an evil character with an evil party once.
What?
Really didn't want to do it. I think Todd was DMing. I can't remember who's DMing, but I made a chaotic evil fighter, and my first night on watch, I killed everyone in the party, took all their money.
Yeah.
I just murdered everyone.
Like Wolf Alone said, lawful evil probably works best. Like it's like this kind of scary, intense guy who's like, he's gonna do some stuff we're not gonna talk about, but he's got your back when you need him, and he's like really efficient at whatever he's trying to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really hate breaking it down into the evil thing, but because not all evil. I mean, they're not necessarily homicidal maniacs or anything like that, but at the top of their game, they're at the top of their list. Everyone else comes second, okay,
right,
or third or fourth or fifth, and generally speaking, they wouldn't have any compassion, empathy, or sympathy, or something like those type of like emotions is what I would say, but not necessarily murderous, homicidal maniac.
Yeah,
and the law.
Yeah, I mean,
I would agree. Lawful evil would be easiest to play, or easier. Chaotic evil. That's the one where Kent plays a chaotic evil fighter, and he gets bored one night and kills everybody. He takes some treasure.
I mean, that's one direction. You could go the direction of kind of like the opposite of law, where you just don't give a shit. So you let everybody live in squalor and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of evil, right? You're not taking care of your people.
The threshold for whether or not your evil character is going to succeed or not is whether or not you can accurately describe why they are evil.
Yeah.
Because most people don't wake up and decide, I'm going to be a real prick today. That's not most people. Usually there's something that brings them to that.
Right.
You can kind of identify that, and then you have a really good kernel.
Most people are
part of your story. Yeah.
I don't run evil. I don't typically have evil players at my tables, but there is an exception. The group that I play with here once a month that I grew up with back in the 70s, oh yeah, they want to do all kinds of bullshit and run around and carry on and fight each other. So I let those guys, I don't even care. Because typically what will happen is eventually they'll work it out amongst them and someone will die and roll a new character and that one won't be evil. In fact, the last one was a hag, a witch from the Haunted Highlands, and she got killed, or they ran her off or whatever, and she became a paladin when he re-rolled. So there you go. It's usually what happens. Those guys will want to do something like that, and then one of them dies or whatever. He comes back. He's no longer. They don't always want to play evil. Is what I'm trying to say. They just want a taste of it. They want a taste of that we're going to fight each other, buddies, because we all grew up with the high school together and played D&D together, and that's what they like.
Yeah.
Bullshit like that.
One final house rule, and this one's actually probably more of a traditional house rule, is if you're using any kind of ranged weapon that uses projectiles, I do not track munitions.
Yeah.
However, if you roll a 1, you are out of your ammo.
My house rule is
It's like you reach back, you're like, oh no,
right.
arrows.
Well, every oh, that's an interesting. I like that. Mine is typically I don't track it. I just tell them they get back half of what they use. You know, ammunition. That way it's breakage or whatever. But that's kind of neat how they have to roll and then they don't never know when it's going to end. Oh shit, I'm out. Then they are screwed, right?
Because like how many
like
times
that.
does the green arrow reach for an arrow?
Right.
In a
And not
comic
look.
book?
He's not
And
looking. He's not counting.
He's
or
out. He's like, oh no, I'm out of
He's not round counting.
No, he's not keeping track.
No, that's bad trigger control.
But not for the green arrow, because he always has that arrow he needs.
He does.
Yes, he does. He always has the trick arrow. Whatever one it is, he's got it right here. Let's see. Oaken Dragon Press says, I made a magical bag called Smoking Fire. You reach in it, and it creates a lit torch on a 1 through 9. On a D10, you pull out a lit stick of dynamite.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Throw it down the hall.
Yeah. Let's see. John says, I give humans slightly better stat rolling methodology than demi-humans, which is interesting.
Methodology.
Yeah, methodology. Sorry, I don't know what I even said. But Phantom SG13 came back with, my house rule for stats is 46, take the 3 highest, reroll 1s. After stats, you can trade points. -2 from one stat, +1 to another. Next one is -4 from one, plus to another. Third time is -8. So the more you move them around, the more it costs. I got what he's saying. Now for me, what I typically do is I let them, pick where they want, put it where they want. 46, drop the lowest. I do count ones on that deal. You know what I mean? But they get to drop the lowest. They can put them where they want. I don't do them like that. So it's pretty basic. I think that's a common one though. I think a lot of people do that, right? I know Steve kind of does that, don't you, Steve? Right? You don't.
Yeah, it's 46. Drop the lowest one, arrange how you want. I don't let him do the attribute.
I like the ones because that helps me get some 6s sometimes, and that's some good role play right there. Why have I got a 6? Well, that's easy. You lost a foot in the battle of whatever, right?
I only very reluctantly a few years ago let them start with rolling several times for their hit points.
Oh, I will
tell you this though. I'm running this Sunday group. It's all Gen Z. Everybody's under the age of 21. None of them will take any special treatment whatsoever. What the dice say is what they get. Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. They don't want hedged bets or anything.
Oh, here's a fun table rule too. When monsters attack, you have the player that's being attacked roll the attack die and damage die. I like doing that occasionally.
Right.
Just to let.
Scottish Jeff says his Shadow Dark game with DM Dave is rolling 3d6 in order. Now, my guys that play at the table, every once in a while, we'll run a one-off for a couple sessions, and that's what they do. They'll roll new characters and just straight down the line 3d6 like we did growing up, and that's always a hoot because there's always somebody who's screwed, always guaranteed at that point, right? You know what I mean? So, and we do that because they want the challenge of role playing it out. Why? You know what I mean? It gets pretty funny sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, it can be when you have a low stat character with you start low stat, no money. I mean, you're really just dragging it out. You're a fighter with a shield and a broken old short sword, right? You've got to work hard to make that fighter survive. I mean, you got to think it through.
I will say though, for people who are like game masters who are really sticklers for 3d6 down the line, no rerolls. Mm-hmm. They really don't like it when you role play your low stats. They get really annoyed when you're like, oh, I got a 3 dexterity. I got like a club foot and a hunchback, and I can barely.
See, now that's what I want to hear. I want to hear that. Yeah. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the different characters.
In my experience, they get horribly annoyed.
Really interesting. Not me, man. You can play one at my table anytime. Screw. In fact, you know what we'll do with tournaments? We'll lose an arm or something. I'll maim you. You'll be fun. You'll have a great time.
You're gonna end up with a cut right down the middle of your face.
Scottish Jeff says we played 18 sessions. I've had 5 characters die so far. Man, Davis, he's beating my record in your game.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's something
No,
else.
I might have the all-time record of RPG history with 17 killed in one night. That's pretty good.
17 kills or deaths?
17 characters killed in
Oh,
one
that's
session.
insane. That's
Were you
insane.
naming them? There's
Yes.
no way.
Tell him what you tell him.
Well,
Is it the
original
Tarzan
one-
thing?
No, that was my original characters for Tarzan, but I can guarantee you I was taking them from names from whatever was on the fantasy wall at the
Okay.
moment. It was
Okay.
Frodo. Who knows?
And every time I've heard this story, all I can picture is Davis laughing his ass off. Attack! Roll initiative.
Dave put an end to it after the 17th was killed because he said, "You have killed all of the warrior villagers. There's no more warriors left."
That's just him being like, no more.
Yeah, it's enough already.
And you
So,
never got through all the spiders.
I did not.
One thing-
And you don't, nor did you bother to go the other direction.
Nope. I'm
No.
just going to kill the spiders.
oh my god, it reminds me so much of growing up. That's so funny. But I was going to tell you on the rolling stats earlier. One thing I do with new players in CNC, one thing I do is I allow them to roll 3 columns of numbers and then pick from one column for the new.
That's
players.
another one. We used
That's
to
for
do
people
that.
who've never played before. You know what I mean? They don't know, so I give them 3.
TLG, I think. Don't we have 3 ways of rolling?
Oh, there's like 5 in there because I went over them not too long ago with somebody.
There's a lot.
There's a bunch in there.
Isn't
yeah.
that the one that gives you the best odds for the best character if you roll 6 times? for
Something like
each
that?
character?
Something like
I
that.
think it does. I could be wrong, but I vaguely remember someone telling me that.
Yeah, we used to do that a lot.
Charlie, who hasn't played on the table in many years, but he always used to use that method. He said it gave him a better chance.
You know what I used to do? I'd probably never do this now, but in high school, I would just let people assign themselves stats to convey whatever character idea that they had. But they knew that I would just throw out their character if it was too high.
Right.
And nobody ever took an 18. The highest I ever saw was a 17.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They never did. Oh, I remember growing up. I remember us trying to cheat like hell. Oh, I've got all 18s. Yeah, I rolled great.
I
Bullshit
rolled an
like
18
that.
double lot. Nobody was
Yeah.
there, but
Yeah,
all
no,
the
it's
time.
always at home.
Todd Gray rolled an 1800 strength in AD&D, made it second level and drowned.
Why does that make
Uh,
sense though that he rolled one? I can totally believe that.
He actually,
You know?
I've seen 2 rolls since I've been gaming in AD&D. I can't remember. I think Mac was the other one, but Todd rolled an 1800. It's crazy.
I can't. The guy across the street. I can't remember his name right now. It was Toma Lips and someone else.
Was it?
He rolled an 18 double lot in the game,
Wow.
but that's the only time I've ever seen it.
that's such a bizarre system. I know we're getting off track.
Yeah.
But that's such a weird
okay.
choice.
I do
always
have.
liked it though, as a player and as a DM with the way you statted out
Right.
the strength. I thought it was kind of cool.
The issue though was if you were a non-fighter and you went from a 17 or from an 18 to a 19 strength because you skipped all of those steps,
Right.
and suddenly you're just like a god because
Yeah.
only the fighter had access to the sub levels of 18.
Yeah, I think that double lot system or the percentile system was like that was the capping system when it was originally designed.
That's
But
right.
then you go back
Well-
in and fix it. You have to go to 19.
Yeah, I'm sure the idea was
What
like,
did
hard
Jay
cap
say?
18, but we want
Jay said
more.
it's very funny. In the old
Yeah.
days, I had 4 characters of 6 roll for psionics. That was the last time I trusted them to roll not in front of me.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Four characters
Psionics
and-
like 98 to 100 or something like that.
it's based on your
Yeah.
intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores and your class, I think.
But you had to roll a percentile.
You have to roll percentiles, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the threshold would lower.
Everybody rolled above a 98.
But it was it was only percentiles. You remember Todd rolled one in that Zaya game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one. He actually rolled a 96 or 97 on his
Oh, wow.
percentile check. Because I hate Sonics. I don't really.
I never got into it much.
I love them.
It's just-
But
I-
I mean, in particular for certain creatures, I love them for that. Like mind
Chuck
flayers.
and I like them because we've read Hyro's Journey.
And we know how they can be used.
We're totally on that wavelength of like
Yeah.
stupid, weird shit.
Weird shit. Sundex Kid had one earlier I wanted to ask about. I've not played that. So he said, not my original idea, but I like the escalation die from 13th Age. So I'm not sure what that
How's that?
is, but I'm curious about it.
If I had to guess, that's probably you go up a die in the ladder.
Okay.
Probably. I don't
Kind of like
know.
exploding dice, sort of that kind of thing, like it is in Savage Worlds. In Savage Worlds, you roll, and then if you get certain ones, you get to roll again, like more.
No. So it would be a larger die.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're
I
saying.
think
Right,
that's
right,
my
right.
guess.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too. I think you're right. I've read that somewhere before. Yeah, I've not played it. Manfred von Beck says another house rule: if your character dies, you make a new character, but not the same character with a different name. New class, new personality, new role. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have people that try to pull that bullshit with the same character. I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, Davis should have done that to me the day I lost 17 because they were all fighters, human with the same equipment.
Were you generating new characters each time?
Yeah, but you got to keep in mind that was 1978 or something, so it
Or you're
was
just chucking
literally
d6s, writing
just
it down.
throwing
and
the
moving
d6.
along.
Davis didn't let you re-roll anything. You just what you got. I could make a character in probably 2 minutes, 3 minutes top.
Did you guys ever follow the racial minimum maximum when generating your characters?
Yes.
Did we? I don't remember. I never made it.
Oh
past
yeah,
6
we followed them growing up. I remember that.
Because I'm pretty
We
sure the
used-
intent behind that was to be like simulationist, where like
Yeah.
your probability of generating a certain race is based on how proportionate they are to the population of the fantasy world. I think that's the goal. But it's very strange.
Yeah, it's very. I always thought I never used it in my game.
Yeah.
I
Here's
used
what-
it in my game. I also used level limits, all of that stuff.
That you kind of had to use.
Yeah. Sunday's Kid says from this SRD, the escalation die represents a bonus to attacks as the fight goes on. At the start of the second round, the GM sets the escalation die at 1. Each PC gains a bonus to attack rolls equal to the current value on the escalation die. Okay, this is interesting. Each round, the escalation die advances by 1 to a maximum +6. So it just gets kind of crazy.
So if the fight goes on forever, you're getting a +6 to everything
Right. So
in an effort to hurry up and finish the damn fight.
that's interesting for keeping battles small. That's interesting.
Don't keep them short. Yeah.
Or
No,
short.
it's a
Yeah,
good-
yeah. That's I'm gonna put that one. I'm making some notes because I am going to steal some of these. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's see. Question. Oh, this is a serious one here. So we're going to talk about this for just a minute. I would like to preface this with Steve talking about one of the changes in our layout and design of the game as far as how we handle alignment. Steve, would you tell them what we did with alignment with the fifth printing?
Well, we kind of expanded alignment. We changed its name to. That's a blister. Look at that. We changed its name to disposition now, and we opened it up and kind of dovetailing what we were talking about earlier. Cain is one of my characters. Davis was alluding to. He's chaotic evil, but Cain is more chaos than evil. He has done evil acts, but he's really just kind of moody. He does whatever he wants to do. So it's more chaos than anything. And with kind of that in mind, and the way most players play their characters, we changed it up. So we gave a little bit more just latitude for you to design your characters. So now you can do law and good, or good and law, chaos and good and chaos. So you can be more good than lawful, more lawful than good. We just kind of broke it up and gave probably doubled, I guess, or maybe triple the number of alignments that you have.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot to kind of ease that strict nature of it. And the only one that it really sticks is with law and good and law with the paladin. Probably evil too, but yeah. So that's what we did.
I mean, I'm playing. I will say this: one of the guys runs an off game once a month, and it's a 5e CNC mashup, and I run a 14th level anti paladin. I have a lot of fun with it, actually.
There you go.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
So split personalities. One is CG, the other is LA. There you go.
So the question was from Art Cloud Bruce: do you penalize your player if you feel they've stepped outside their character's alignment? How strict is that? What you were just talking about? Sorry, okay. So no, we ain't got to that, but that's a good point. How strict you are about their alignment? Are you or are you not?
Only paladins, and even paladins, I give a little bit of latitude to.
Well, alignment is descriptive. It's not prescriptive.
Okay.
It's not, this is the box that I live in and I cannot go outside this box. It's how I, as the player, feel about this character when I'm making it. If you're like, I write down lawful good and you start doing some pretty evil stuff consistently, I'm going to make note of that and I'm going to keep track of that. And if I feel like you've done it way too much, I'm going to tell you need to change your alignment. But no level drains or anything like that.
I tell people you can be whatever alignment you want. The public will deign how it happens. The consequences will be met however. You play your character how you want, and then the world will deal with it, right?
and Jeremy's right. I mean, as you play a character, you might write down, I want to be lawful good when he's this guy. And then, 2 years later, 49 games later, you're playing a little bit different. Well, it's very possible that you changed through the circumstances of your characters,
And yeah, in part, that's like so like any character in any movie or story, it goes through a growth cycle, right? So your
What
character,
we call an arc.
yes, they go through an arc. So their alignment can change over time. Now, I think the only time I've actually ever penalized that, or these are the ways I penalize, and I'm very, very careful when I do it, or I do it rarely, is when a character completely breaks with, say, a type of oath, say with paladins or strictures
Right.
from their
But
deity.
you've got some sort of oath going on, right? Something.
Right.
Well, yeah, like if you worship the god of goodness and he says, to follow my path, you must only do good acts.
So you'll all be glad to know that in Codex Exaltum, there's going to be rules for oath breaking. You break an oath.
Yes.
Yes, that's good.
You break an oath, you suffer.
Well, that's what that
And then,
anti-paladin did. He broke his oath. That's how he became.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, sorry.
And as with Chuck, like if the character, manages to or does evil acts or what would be normatively considered evil or whatever, they're going to feel the consequences of it. They will. I mean, society will cast them out or fight back against them. People will hold grudges.
That character that I said murdered all those other characters.
Right.
Well, we had actually robbed a village, and I took everybody's wealth. Well, the next encounter was the villagers pursuing us, and I was all by myself when they got me.
That's
I was drawn and quartered. So
again, I picture Davis laughing maniacally as you're running with this treasure.
Because we're kind of circling this topic, I'm going to get back on this soapbox again and say that you really probably only need 3 alignments.
Good, neutral,
law,
evil?
chaos, and neutrality. You don't need good and evil. That's all subjective. There's such an objective concept of chaos, and there's an objective concept of law.
Well, there is. I'll give you that. You're right. Laws are posted.
And-
Whatever.
And
it's just the way you order your universe. I order my,
okay.
everything squared away and put up lawful. It's chaos.
And it works a whole lot better when it's not, this is my personality, this is my worldview. It is more, this is with whom,
I think he knows how to make them deaths. Anyway.
This is whose side I'm on. This is whose allegiance I am with. My allegiance is with the forces of chaos. My allegiance is with the forces of law.
Right.
You're just an Elric fan.
That's what I was getting ready. Oh my gosh, that's twice today, Steve. You've read my freaking mind. That's hilarious. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Where do you think the idea came from? And it worked fine when there were 3 of them. And then
I'm just going to say it. Corum is better.
I don't disagree.
I like Corum better than
I've decided that
the first 3 Corum books I think are fantastic. The next 3 are good.
Corum doesn't wallow in his own misery nearly as much.
No, he doesn't.
Although he has reason to, he's like
he accepts
his
fate.
race. Some pretty horrible stuff happens in those first few pages.
So
he accepts his fate and moves on.
He accepts his fate. That's probably why I like him.
Doc Flamingo says from YouTube, what is best in a game master? To TPK the party, to tear their character sheets before them, and to hear the lamentations of the players. He is absolutely correct on that.
There you go.
Angel Shadow says, oh, Bob Newhart died today. He was 94.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
He wasn't already dead?
Yeah.
No, he was not already dead.
Sorry, that was really callous.
there's been a slew. Shannon Doherty died the other day.
Dr. Ruth died. We lost quite a few.
Shelley Duvall died.
Wait, we're not immortal? What the hell's going on here? What are you all trying to tell me? Wait, hold on.
Go fishing.
So gaming or
Throw away your TV.
Richard Simmons died.
Moose 2271 says a TSR rep rolled a character for me at the local game store. He got 3 18s, a 17, a 16, a 14 in front of 10 people. He actually wrote a short letter and signed it for me to take to the games so that the DM would believe it. Ended up being a monk with psionics. Still have the character, can't read the letter anymore. Oh, that's cool, dude. That is cool. Dan Kingsley says, I have a mage class that uses psionics. Essentially, they use MEP, mana points from CKG, and use psionics instead of magic. No functional difference, but it's different. style of difference. I like that. I love the mana system anyway. That's my new favorite system for spells in CG. Let's see. Chris Donovan says, yes, well, I'm not sure if Davis will be able to make it down. I told Chuck that maybe tomorrow. I don't know. He's got stuff going on. So anyway.
Oh,
It's. I told you I'd remind you of tomorrow, and it's Saturday,
Yeah.
so don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
I got a lot of stuff going on.
I know you do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And with today's Flaboo, yes.
Oh my God. I only talk
It's
about
a probably a no.
Everything is fine.
it. Is it?
Super
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
barely an inconvenience.
Well, anyways,
We've been really efficient today.
Trash Monkey says, "What is your ideal game meetup frequency? Back in high school, I used to play daily, then it became weekly. Oh yeah, it just begins to happen like that. Now I just play whenever I can. For me, it's whatever. There's too much going on with work and life and stuff. I'm sure you guys are probably in the same boat. Though, Steve, I think you've got a pretty regular one every week, right?
Yeah, we play every Sunday, and then we were playing every Thursday, but that's kind of broken apart. Moved it to Tuesday. Now that's broken apart. We're trying to get it back together, but who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, that's what happens with me. I play a game here once or twice a month, and other than that, I just try to. Of course, I've got a weekly game of streams whenever stuff's not going on, but that's kind of it, you know.
Penta weekly, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. Sundance Kid. Oh, he added to that. He said escalation die usually does not apply to monsters. However, some monsters do benefit from the escalation die applied to their rolls. That's it.
Wait, what YouTube channel? Wolf Alone, what YouTube channel? Is it about aliens?
Oh, God. Well, I didn't see it. I was reading.
Red
I'm
Letter
not sure he
Media.
just, he
Steve's
just said,
like,
I love that YouTube. Hey, I'm deep in it now.
Oh, he's deep in it. All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I make the
What?
special
Bob
emotes
Lazar
for him right
fan
there.
226.
I'm going to find the truth.
There you go, Steve. I want to believe right off your wall.
Yes, absolutely.
Uh,
I'm going to find the truth.
Let's see. Gaming Alexander RPG says the usage die. You can use this for ammo or say an NPC relationship. The DM assigns a die type,
Oh.
D20 through
Yeah.
D4. When you use your thing, you roll the usage die, and 1 to 2 it is a bad thing, and the die type errors on the +3 it is normal. Oh, love this for players and asking the NPC for favors. A D6 relationship go away fast, and the players have no one to be mad at other than themselves. Oh, that's interesting. So you basically use this D6 or whatever the die is, and you use that usage die, and basically it just tells you if it's a good thing or a bad thing, or if everything is. Okay, so basically there's a 1 to 2 chance that shit goes bad. I see what you're saying. Okay, cool.
Okay, I have a question for the audience. Does anyone listen to Camper Van Beethoven or have listened to him in the past?
I have in the past.
Okay, what's the song where he sings about meeting the girl and she says to throw away the TV? Move to the country, throw away the TV, move to the country. Do you know the song? That got me thinking about you guys got me thinking about that for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, never mind. Go on.
The YouTube channel is Pitch Meeting by Ryan George. It's Davis. You will absolutely love it. I don't know about you and Chuck Jeremy, but
Is that it
all
right
this guy
there?
does, he does. Yeah, I posted it. He does these fake pitch meetings about.
Oh,
movies.
I've seen these.
Oh,
I have not
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that. I have never seen that. This is
Oh, dude,
exciting.
Oh, it's Take the Skinheads Bowling. Okay.
Yeah, his thing, whatever, is a super easy, barely an inconvenience. It's just absolutely
Right.
fantastic.
That's funny. I've
Good
never seen
stuff.
that before. I was wondering why they were saying that in the chat. I thought, what are they talking about? Now I understand. I
We
got it
need
now. I
to
was like,
start. I think this is a good time for us to start a TLG bowling league.
Yeah, we don't got enough going on.
I bowled. I was in bowling leagues half my
We could
life
buy a
as
bowling
a
ball.
young man. I used to bowl crazy. I used to shoot,
I
pull,
think-
and
I
bowl
think
every
we
week.
should take up bowling.
Okay, wait, let's take a vote then. All right.
Bowling's
I
fine.
say a TLG fishing league, a TLG bowling league, a TLG archery league.
Mhm.
Well, that sounds too hot.
Yeah,
Bowling
that
is in
sounds
the air.
dangerous, actually, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I don't know
bowling
about
is
that.
air. How
I'd be
about
down. I'd be down for some billiards.
no? Oh, billiards league or a TLG sitting in a pool.
Fishing with bowling balls.
Scottish Jeff. That's awesome.
TLG, no, TLG Fight Club.
There you go.
All right.
We all just get together in an unfinished basement and wail on each other.
All right, got a question
You know,
here. Got an important
My
question. for
son
Steve.
actually started a fight club in his school.
So, What?
Yeah.
Which son started it? That's what I want to know. Oh my God. Oh my God. Was it really? That's funny. At least it wasn't white. So Trash Monkey asks, and this is for Steve. Steve, is Diesel 10 chaotic alignment, or would you consider him lawful evil? Thomas the Tank question, please.
Is Diesel who?
Diesel 10 from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Oh.
They want to know,
Which
man.
one, which one was Diesel 10? I'll have that spin. It's been so long. Let me see if I can.
Oh, chaotic alignment.
Here's an easier one. Sir Topham Hat.
Top of that is lawful third.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
What the-
lawful
Might just
for
be lawful
sure.
neutral.
I don't. Yeah, more neutral, I think, than good. I don't think he gives a shit. I
Oh,
really don't.
Diesel 10 is just the asshole. So
So chaotic? Would he be chaotic or would he be
I
lawful?
don't know, man.
No, he'd be asshole on the range.
Yeah.
That
Wait,
would be a
so-
better. That would be a better alignment system. Asshole, not an asshole.
Wait a minute. Diesel 10 is Narhite? Is that what I'm hearing here? Oh my God, from Aired. Now I know the
He was
correlation.
just an
Get it.
ass. He was probably chaotic neutral.
That's
Chaotic, I don't
confusion
know.
and
He's
delay.
got to be lawful asshole. He's got to be leaning
Lawful
in that evil
asshole.
direction. You know what he is? He's neutral evil because he only thinks about himself, and that's what a true asshole is. He doesn't think about chaos or law or good or evil. He only thinks about himself. So he's true neutral. No, I'm sorry. He's neutral evil.
That's hilarious. We do that all the time too. Like one of our favorite sayings on the table is, "Oh, he's chaotic ignorant." Yeah, I love that one. It's one of my favorites. So,
Yeah.
But anyways, that's so now we know, and now I know that there's a correlation with all this. This all fits together in your brain. I get it, Steve. Now with Thomas the Train, now
Right.
it makes sense.
Thomas the Train and the X-Files. Matt, he would be lawful evil.
Uh,
I'm rewatching the X-Files.
Oh
now
my
on
God.
episode 5 of season 2. So
Who would be lawful evil?
the alien bounty hunter.
Oh,
Who's that?
You know what has alien bounty hunters and is really good?
Amazing Adventures.
Critters.
Critters.
Johnny
Critters is a great-
Omaha.
Critters
Steve,
2 is a great movie.
Johnny
Critters is
Omaha says, "I cast confusion delay." We should have put that one of the spells, dude. Can you imagine?
That would have been great.
Do we have a confusion spell? Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Do we have anyone from England in what do they call Sir Topham Hatt in England? It's the fat
controller.
The fat controller. What's that about?
Really?
Yeah, he's called the fat controller.
That's
There's a
interesting.
famous screen grab of the little wooden puppet
Yeah.
him standing there, and it just says in the caption, it says the fat controller laughs. I've seen that floating around a lot.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to put that down and save that for later. I got an idea.
Let's watch
Laughs?
Critters 2. Yeah, laughs.
Ah, cool. I got my notes in there. Excellent. Also, I'm gonna do a little quick plug, real quick for us. We've got about 10 more minutes. Well, less than 10 actually, before we got to get out of here. But
I gotta get out of here. So.
yeah, if you want to hop into the raffle real quick, go ahead and get Exclamation Point Raffle over here on Twitch.tv. And one other thing, I would like to put this out here for you guys. If you like to write, or you just want to have some part of the community, we've started a wiki, and join the
Why does
caravan.
Jeremy get to go to sleep? I'm going to sleep.
These guys. Anyways, check out the link. Go put your personality in over there. We would love to see what you guys come up with. Oh, we're getting a raid from
Orc Skull's in the
Orkskull.
house.
Orkskull! Rah!
Gosh.
Raid.
Come on in,
Great
everybody.
name,
What
dude.
is happening?
Up here, says Super Factory. That's awesome.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Orkskull.
J.R. Ewing was definitely neutral evil. Yes, there would be a good example of neutral evil.
We're here
We're
for
here for your cheese.
Oh my God!
We,
Whoa,
we
whoa,
we're only
easy.
trolls. We have no cheese, but we do have junk under the bridge. So whatever you keep under a bridge. I don't know. I haven't checked on the menageries in a couple of days. Let's see if we've got any new.
I haven't worked. I've worked too long today because I swear half what you're saying sounded like I should.
No, it sounded
YouTube.
bad. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, well, am I hearing it?
Look at that.
Are we
We're
talking-
getting all
Are
kinds
we
of
talking
stuff.
about Dallas now? What is going on? Stop it.
Lyle Lucky Thorn has joined the menagerie. We got a good 25 people on
Heard
here.
the cheese. We've got a giveaway going on. If you want to join in, Exclamation Point Raffle, give us a follow first, please. We're going to give away some codes in a minute from the store. So have at it. Who joined it? Steve? Who was it? What was the newest one?
We just had there's about 25 people. Lyle Lucky Thorn, and he's got a Lucky's ticket table on here.
That's
very
awesome.
cool.
That is very
Yeah.
cool. That is very cool. I've got one written. Well, I've not put it in there yet, but I've got a new one written up.
Thank you, Maggot.
So it'll be kind of neat.
Hey, does anyone have a link to that show or that little short that you can find on YouTube with the troll under the bridge? Or the troll on the bridge?
No, you have no idea how vague that is.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's
There's probably 600 videos of exactly that.
No, there's one that's good.
Hey, Varsuk, yeah, so we distribute most of the PDFs from our Kickstarters through Drive-Thru RPG. We do that because we have an arrangement with Drive-Thru to do that. And I do know it's a pain in the ass to have that, the whatever the hell is on there. But I don't know how to remove it. So sorry about that. Our apologies. But we try to do the smaller books not through Drive-Thru RPG.
Right.
I know that didn't.
All right, so I know we got to get some stuff going on. We got to get out of here.
No,
thanks for the sub, Ryan. Thanks you for that. Thanks for the subs.
Okay,
guys.
everyone. No, this is the best thing I'm going to give you today. So I'm going to put the link in the team chat or something like that. Go to YouTube
directly in this.
I don't know. Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to do it. I don't know.
So you're going to open.
I'm not doing that shit.
Chuck and have Chuck open Twitch and whatever.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Okay,
it's fine.
so
it's really fine.
Go to YouTube and type in
what's
the name of it? Troll Bridge: The Moving Picture by Snowgum Films.
I think I know exactly what you're.
And Ray Tales, there's also a pub in Helen, Georgia, like that. It's underneath the bridge called the Troll. It's called the Troll Tavern, I think. You walk and there's this tavern under a bridge. And there's a troll out there at the door. It's pretty cool. But anyway,
Troll Bridge, the moving picture.
Oh yeah, Fremont. I used to be out in Seattle. There's one.
This thing, Davis is not wrong. This thing is cool.
Are you talking about the one in Seattle, Davis?
In what?
Oh, this is like a short film.
That's different. Oh yeah, Fremont Troll. I've got pictures next to it when I used to live out there, Alexandria. That's a great.
Yeah, no, that's a really, really good short film. Well, I mean, it's funny.
On that note, let's do the giveaway.
Yes, thank you very much. All right, let me get over here. I am going to close the entries out.
Davis has given us all something to watch this evening.
Yeah.
And now we give it all away.
Steve, watch The Vast of Night.
The Vast of Night. You sent that over last night. Is it a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie about first contact with aliens.
Oh, excellent. What is it?
It's on Amazon. I've been bugging you to watch it for like a year.
I don't have Amazon. I canceled that.
Oh, okay.
Have you not checked lately to make sure it hadn't been uncanceled by someone?
Yeah. Tell you what.
All right, so we're gonna do the
I'll
drawings
find it
now.
elsewhere. Surely I can buy it on Apple, Jeremy.
Probably.
So we're going to give away a couple of codes. The first couple of codes are going to be for $15 off the store. You can use them for any product. First winner is going to be, also, there'll be a little link pops up to our Discord. If you'll just hop over there, you'll see one of our community members. So look for Obsidian Risk, and he'll get you a code. You can just tag him or DM him or however.
I hear you, Varsuk.
First one is Trash Monkey. Trash Monkey, you've been winning a lot here lately. My goodness. You know the drill here.
Getting tired of clapping for you.
It's for $15. Congrats on that. Next
$15.
$15. Next $15. Ben Adams Knight. Great. Good to see you, Ben. He's a regular. And then our last but not least, this is for a $25 code. It's going to be Dan Kingsley of all people. There you go, Dan. That should make you happy. That's amazing, Dan.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
What is that framed on your chair in the back? You got something in a frame on your chair.
That is
what?
It's a drawing of the original Green Lantern.
Oh, okay, that's what that is. I was looking at that. What the hell
I
is
can't remember the guy's name.
Where'd you get that? Well, that's an original?
Yes, I met him at Dragon Con back in the 90s.
Alan Scott?
Yes. Well, that's the character's name. I can't remember the guy's name. It's Norton. He created.
Wow.
Yeah, he told me actually he created it when he was sitting on the tram. He needed to come up with something, and he saw the wooden posts of the streetlights, and that became this character's.
Martin Nodell?
Yes. Super nice guy, but
That's
funnier than shit. He and his wife argued nonstop while I stood there. It was so funny.
Oh, really? Hilarious. That's cool.
Yeah.
But that's fantastic, man. Now that's some art that I would love to see. I'd love to see.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Super nice
All
guy.
right, I'm gonna set us up a raid. We will be back.
All right, I got it. Ancient Aliens. I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out.
Oh, you've never watched
I got
Ancient
another
Aliens?
alien blog coming up. I now have learned why the saucers spun and why their lights changed. So I'll put that on the blog in a day or so.
I just don't watch the Twitch when you're doing. because there's a lag.
All right, so let me get this raid started. We're going to raid into Phantom NJ. He was just on here a while ago. He's going to do his stream here right after us, so we're going to raid into him. He runs a lot of CNC over there. He's a great friend of the community. Helps us out with a lot of stuff. So go give Rob a lot of love over there. We'll be back. I don't know. I know that the Sunday game's happening. My game is on an if because we had some flooding going on and a couple people are out because our houses we had some really bad rain this week. So not 100% sure if we're going to play or not. Just kind of watch and you'll see if there'll be a notification or not. And then we'll be back again Monday to do the normal live fictional readings with Grace Karras. So you guys come over and see us. Here is our Twitch link. That's where we kind of do our streaming schedule for everything. We stream to other places, but it's all through Twitch. So you can check that out right there. Jeremy, what was the name of the movie you mentioned on Amazon? Oh,
It's either In the Vast of Night or The Vast of Night. It's very slow. It takes place in the 50s and it's extremely subtle.
Oh.
But it's very well done.
I love it. I'll get it tonight.
What is it? You'll get what tonight? That series?
It's a show.
Okay, I missed out on it. I missed out on it.
Battlefield Earth.
I can't hear
No,
you.
watch Battlefield Earth. That's
Battlefield
the
Earth
most
is
realistic.
great if you're a few beers deep. But,
Yeah, if you're a few beers deep.
It's called The Vast
It's
of
the
Night.
best. It's the most accurate
Vast of Night.
portrayal
It's on
of an
Amazon.
alien
Gus,
invasion.
take us out.
What?
It's
Take
rating
it
out.
out.
It's going. It's going. We're waiting.
It's
for
going. All right, we're going to get out of here.
Spaceship-
I
Spaceship
was
Yamamoto.
giving Rob a chance to go live. He was still starting to stream up. So we're going to out of
Got
here. You guys have a lovely
Roaches
week.
in space.
All right. Y'all go
What's
give
going
Rob
Tom on?
love. See ya. Troza!